So
Yeah, what happened?
it's a flu thing. Usually it happens after a cruise, but this time it's the worst. So I just kind of started taking few calls yesterday, and today one, two more calls, and it's like slowly picking up, ramping up the speed.
Yeah.
You
It's
see,
like learning how to walk again after you get
oh my
sick.
God, it's hard. It's hard. However, I like your energy on a cruise when we went to snorkeling and back when we had a little conversation. I have that recorded too. So, so you are with the Peter Anthony. You will change the world. Is that right? You are one of his student or teacher, or mentor. Or,
Yeah,
tell me more.
I'm being mentored by Peter Anthony. I live here in Vegas now. I've only been out here about 5 months, but I have a big background in sales and marketing. Like I'm one of those unemployable types. So like I'm not working like as a director of sales like full time with Peter Anthony. It's just something that I'm helping him with. I'm an instructor on the platform and I'm a speaker.
I looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so but yeah, I really I'm just so thankful for what Peter Anthony was able to help me with. I mean, if I say a short version, I say he changed my life, but really no one can change your life, right? You have to choose to change your own life. And so I made that choice, but it was just at that moment that I met Peter Anthony, and it was about like a week and a half after I moved out here. And since then, he's just helped me open a lot of doors. He poured like gasoline on my fire, basically, and really made it. He really helped me change my life more than anybody else in the world. Like he really, took time and cared for me and helped me. So that's why I'm really thankful. And that's why I'm helping, him out is of course he's got a great vision and his dream really matches with my dream. Like our whys are similar, but
what is his vision? Tell me 30 seconds.
His vision? Oh, well, his vision is, so he's, do you know Peter Anthony's story about like, his entrepreneurial journey? Did he share any of that?
I know a little bit, but not much.
Oh, okay. So he started off when he was really young. Like, he lived in New York. Where are you right now, Mohammed? Are you in East Coast?
I'm in Atlanta. Give me a 60-second version.
Yeah, I'll give you 60 seconds. So, he just, like a lot of entrepreneurs, he struggled hard. He thought he wanted to be a lawyer, but then he became a hairdresser. So he became like the #1 hairdresser in the world after working with Tony Robbins. But through that process, and I actually trying to learn the online stuff, he learned that there's a lot of barriers. There's a lot of obstacles and there's a lot of challenges to becoming an entrepreneur, especially in the online age. Because back then you just kind of get a place to rent and you just start cutting hair or you start doing business. But now, there's copywriting to learn, there's email systems, autoresponders, and Mohammed, obviously, you're a lot more hip to it and you get it, but there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that don't understand this stuff. So what he wanted to do, his vision and his dream is he wants to help change the world because he knows entrepreneurs do it better than schools, do it better than churches, do it better than governments. So he wanted to help the entrepreneurs by basically getting rid of every obstacle, anything that would create resistance or anything that would get in the way. So basically create a system where they can come in, provide value, and they can, receive money for their value, and everything else is taken care of. So they don't have to, buy cameras. You can, of course, but you don't have to buy cameras. You don't have to invest in 10 or 15 other, membership programs like autoresponders, ClickFunnels. It's just like everything is taken care of for you, and it's in one place. So all you really have to do is focus on your speaking, focus on your promotions, and just teaching, so that's kind of what it's about. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely that makes sense. And I noticed that, there are, excuse me, there are a number of like a Greg Jackson,
Greg Jacobson, yeah.
Jacobson. I apologize, Greg, if you're watching this later. So, because I'm from the cruise, I'm forgetting everything, because now I'm taking notes and making sure we follow up with everyone, because no point of meeting if you don't follow up with anyone,
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I had a couple of travels. I just flew back in from Hollywood last night, so I have some follow-ups to do as well. But I remember when we were speaking, Mohammed, we spoke very briefly. Can you remind me again, like in your own words, what do you do, and like how do you work with other entrepreneurs and business owners?
I'm still figuring out how to work online.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Have
No,
you
that's great.
have you received a few of my emails?
Yes, I have.
Have you checked any link?
No. What link
Okay.
in particular are you referring to?
Doesn't matter because anyone who asks me that question, that means they have not checked any email coming from me.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I haven't received any email from you except for the upcoming appointments. I haven't received any like other email other than that. Am I supposed to receive something?
That email has everything inside. There's all the information about what I do.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's okay. I can share with you. Let me share my screen so you get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen.
I still see. Yep. Okay, now it's starting. Okay, great.
That's a meetsiddique.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. I work for Oracle for 5 years. I'm a publisher of multiple business magazines. And I have been mentored by these great people.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah. And beside this, I interview a lot of people, almost over 1,000 people in the last 1 year. You know, this is Bernie Dorman, CEO Space International. Mitch Carson was on the cruise, Raymond Aaron, I'm sure you know him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a part of the Entrepreneurial Philanthropist work. That's a social entrepreneurship in Pakistan. We are on the mission to empower 1 million social entrepreneurs. And
Great.
we have trained over 150,000 in the last 1 year alone. Been interviewed in media all over. And that's very simple. I don't have a big impressive resume. I just have very simple things in my life.
Gotcha. Okay. So what are people primarily coming to you for right now?
Right now, I'm only seeing how other people can involve. Beside this, I do a number of other things.
I want to create a mastermind of about 2,000 top instructors and top leaders from all over the world. And we're going to finish that out in the next like maybe year and a half. That's our goal. And we should have no problem doing that because we're just signing up more and more people. And 2,000 is not that many people. So we want to get
how much
2,000.
How much he charged to people to get on board?
Okay, it ranges. So if you already have all of your courses done, if everything is, you already have courses, you already have everything recorded, you can just pay to be an expert. It starts as low as $3,000 to get on the platform. But if you want any kind of free course, it ranges depending on the package, about 8 or 10,000, all the way up to a fully done for you package is about $50,000. So the value of these packages are about 3 to 4 times what we're charging. I mean, any other company that does anything similar to what we're doing, even on just creating the info course, is about 3 to 4 times higher, not to mention the platforms, not to mention the other masterminds and benefits and all that. I just gave you the very short version. But when it comes to these masterminds, the idea is this, is we have 2,000 top leaders, instructors, coaches, celebrities from all around the world. So we're going to mastermind together. We're going to create stages. We're going to create new events, new conferences. So it's going to really help pour gasoline on the fire, because a lot of people that are on the platform, they have not only the money, they're going to have the authority and the influence. So if somebody has like, a following of 100,000 or maybe just 200,000, that might not be enough. But if you have 5 or 6 people that have, 250, 500,000, then you can really start to put events together anywhere in the world and help each other. But that's the first part. The second part is we're going to be like kind of like Amazon mixed with like Netflix, mixed with like Kickstarter. So it's also going to be on our website. So not only are we going to be just mentoring, so it's not going to be just like Udemy. People confuse us, and people think, Peter Anthony is just trying to create like a masterclass for Udemy. Very, very wrong. What Peter Anthony is trying to do is Udemy and the masterclass, our online courses, is just the front end, and it's how we're going to help educate the world. But on the back end, what we'll do is we'll basically allow people that are nonprofits, people that are running charities, or people that just have some kind of message, some kind of cause that they really want to get out in the world. But problem is right now, filmmakers, it's very hard for them to make money and also pay back their investors, or just easy to find money. It's kind of hard to do that. So what we want to do is we want to provide a website. It's like Kickstarter, but for movies, documentaries, and nonprofit causes, so they can come on, make a Kickstarter campaign or something like that, so they can fund their movie. On the back end, we'll allow them to host their whole movie on our platform for free, no matter how many millions of views they get. And then also they can use that as a business. So if they want to pay out by percentage the people that invested into the movie, great. Or if they just want to, create a nonprofit and have all of the proceeds go to certain charities, great. Either way, we're going to provide the platform, and it's all going to be on our website. And then the third part of it is, basically, he used to work with Tony Robbins for 33 years. So we have the largest list of foundations and organizations in the world, of people that are millionaires and billionaires that already give charitable contributions in the tens of millions, and hundreds of millions on a yearly basis. So our goal is to basically, we already are in communications with them. The movie part of it is going to launch in about a year, maybe 18 months. And then the foundations, we're going to start right after that in about 2 years or 2.5 years. So basically right now we're just kind of like, it's like the ARC or something, right? We're just getting in all of the instructors in the beginning, and then we're going to start turning on the movie part. And then we're going to turn on the foundations and the associations. Once we turn those on, it's like the Archimedes lever. We're going to take the largest swings, and all the other dominoes just kind of fall into place. Because once you have the big celebrities and influencers, it's going to be pretty much game over. So that's the way we're.
I can support you many ways. One is I can make this call public so people can hear it.
Awesome.
If you give me the permission, of course. Otherwise, I won't do it.
Sure.
Okay. Do I have your permission?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And the second thing is, I can help you to follow up on those foundations and charitable, all those points to help you, Peter, Anthony, and you, of course, And
Great.
What else I can do for you?
Great. No, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to see how we could potentially work together. Are you wanting to write any books? Are you wanting to do any courses? Do you have any interest in that yourself, Hamid?
I have a number of courses, and I have so many course creators available to me, and that's not an issue, really.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, are you interested in find out more about the platform on the You Will Change World? Honestly, for me,
my team checked it, the platform already. I think we understand that.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions about the platform at all? Like, I can get you connected if you'd like to Peter Anthony, but I'm not the one to really answer all of like the advanced questions. You know what I mean?
I have the number for 1 second. It's really great to meet you, and thank you to follow. The follow-up is very important, as I told you, because otherwise we don't know in one-to-one situation. How can we collaborate? Over there is like a meeting and saying hello, and it looks good. And I follow up, excuse me, 100% of the time, and I will follow up with all of them.
Awesome. I'm going to do the same thing. Mohammed, I have a question for you as we get off the phone, because I know you asked me. And you know what? I love the question that you ask. I haven't been asking this enough. And so I would like to ask you the question, but also get your thoughts on how you regularly, like, what do you normally say to this question? So like for you, Mohammed, of course, you've been going to a lot of these events, and you have a lot more experience than I do and connections. But is there anything that I can possibly do, either through my experience or through my connections, that you may not know that I might be able to help you out with? Is there something that you're, some direction that you're looking to go, any connections that you're looking to make? Maybe you already know the connections, but, is there anything that I could potentially help you out with?
I'm looking for people like a philanthropic, entrepreneurial mindset, like you, people like you and Peter Anthony and many others, and who has a giving back mindset. Majority of the entrepreneurs are not a giving back mindset. They just want to make money, which is I had done it too long,
Yeah.
So I'm not interested in those people. I probably know too many. I need to get rid of them,
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, this is a recorded call. Yes, if you're watching, you're my friend. You're just always about money, and let me tell you this. Okay.
Awesome.
It's it's okay to make money. Nothing wrong with making money. However, you need to have a heart to give it back. So they pay it forward because someone paid forward to you. So you learned it, and you need to keep going. So the blood supply, it never stops. People forget all that part.
Absolutely. I love it.
That's very close to my heart. That's why I was connected with Peter Anthony very quickly. And on the boat when we were together, you said you want to teach youth to inspire them to get on the right direction. And you got my attention right then and there. I didn't ask you a follow-up any question. I knew that I'm going to talk to you and follow up on. It was my mental note, So I did follow through on this call. Remember, I know exactly what we talked about. That's why I was with the camera and I record everything.
Very good. Yeah. Awesome. Well, great, Mohammed. I have a couple of people in mind right now that I have as connections for you. So I'll make those connections for you on Facebook as we get off this call.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't really know where it's going to go, but again, there's some great people from what you just said. Yeah, you definitely like to connect with them. So yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Take care.